Let us form an alliance, the alien leader suggested. Together we can explore the galaxy and defend against common threats. Your technology is impressive, and we can share our resources and knowledge. The colonel considered his offer. An alliance could change everything. Humanity had fought hard for its place in the universe, and now they could shape their future alongside the aliens. But trust would take time. "All right," she finally said, her voice steady. "But this alliance will be built on mutual respect. We will not tolerate further attacks, and you will answer for the lives lost in this war." The alien leader nodded. "Agreed. We will send representatives to your home planet to discuss the details. Let this be the beginning of a new order between our peoples." As the communication ended, the crew of the Relic erupted into conversation. Excitement filled the air as they discussed the possibilities of this new alliance. Colonel Jackson felt a mix of hope and caution. This was a turning point for humanity, but they had to be careful. "Prepare to return to Earth," she ordered. "We need to inform the Council and prepare for the next steps. This alliance could change everything for us." The shuttle and the Relic began their journey back to Earth, the thrill of victory still fresh in their minds. As they traveled through the stars, Colonel Jackson reflected on their journey. From the moment they were mocked to the fierce battle they had fought, they had proven themselves. When they arrived, the Council was waiting for them. News of their victory had already spread, but the news of the proposed alliance shocked everyone. "You did what?" one of the council members exclaimed, disbelief evident in their voice. "We have a chance for peace," Colonel Jackson explained. "We fought bravely, and now we can build a future together with the aliens, but it must be done carefully." The council members exchanged glances, weighing the options. Finally, the head of the council spoke. "If we are to move forward, we must embrace this opportunity. Let us prepare for the future and ensure that humanity's strength and dignity are always respected." As the meeting continued, Colonel Jackson felt a wave of relief wash over her. They had not only survived, they had taken the first steps toward a new order. The galaxy was vast, and the unknown lay ahead. But together, humanity would face whatever came next. In the days that followed, representatives from the alien race arrived on Earth. They came with offers of friendship and collaboration, eager to build a new future. Colonel Jackson stood with her team, knowing they had changed the course of history. The world was watching, and they were ready to lead. The new order had begun. With courage and determination, humanity would shape its destiny among the stars. In a faraway galaxy, on the edge of a forgotten star system, a group of aliens gathered around a strange sight. Their sleek ships hovered above an old, battered warship known as the Relic. It drifted silently through the darkness of space, its once mighty hull now covered in dust and debris. The aliens looked down at it, their laughter echoing through their ships. "Look at that old thing," one alien scoffed, its voice filled with disdain. Its skin shimmered in shades of blue and green, and its large eyes sparkled with amusement. "It's a rusty piece of junk. Can you believe this was once a human warship?" Another alien with sharp features and pointed ears chimed in. "Humans? They were weak. They thought they could compete with us. This ship is proof they were never a threat." The group of aliens erupted in laughter, each of them enjoying the moment of superiority over a long dead species. The leader of the aliens, a towering figure with a crown of horns, sneered at the Relic. "We should take it apart for parts. Who knows what technology we might find? Maybe we can use it for our own ships." The aliens formed a plan. They wanted to celebrate their victory over the humans, who had not been seen for centuries. As they floated around the Relic, they began to scan it with their advanced equipment. They calculated the ship's age and laughed even harder. They felt secure in their strength, believing that no one could challenge them. Unbeknownst to the aliens, deep within the belly of the Relic, something was stirring. The ship's ancient AI had been dormant for years, but the alien presence triggered a reaction. Lights flickered on the control panel, and the ship's systems began to wake. The AI recognized the threat and activated its defense protocols. Inside the ship, a series of soft beeps echoed through the darkened corridors. The AI analyzed the situation. It detected multiple alien ships surrounding the Relic. It knew it had to act, but it needed a crew to fully unleash its power. Outside, the aliens continued their mockery. "What do you think will happen when we board it? Will we find ghosts? Or will it just fall apart?" One alien made a silly gesture, pretending to be scared. The leader turned serious for a moment. "We must remember to be careful. This ship may be old, but it could still be dangerous. As they began their descent, preparing to board the Relic, the atmosphere inside the ship grew tense. The AI had detected the aliens' approach. It activated the ship's power and systems one by one. The lights in the control room glowed brighter, casting eerie shadows on the walls. Suddenly, an alarm rang out. The aliens froze, their laughter dying in their throats. "What was that?" one asked, eyes wide with fear. The alarms blared louder, and the ship trembled as if it were awakening from a long sleep. The leader frowned, sensing the shift in energy. "Stay alert. This could be a trap." But before he could finish his thought, the ship fired a warning shot into the dark void. The energy beam lit up the surrounding space, hitting one of the alien ships. The explosion sent debris flying, and the aliens screamed in shock. "What just happened?" one shouted, panic gripping their hearts. They hadn't expected the Relic to defend itself. The once mocked warship was alive. The aliens' laughter turned to fear as they realized their mistake. They had underestimated the ship and the humans who built it. As chaos erupted around them, the Relic stood strong, ready to show its true power. The stage was set for a battle that no one had anticipated. The aliens who had laughed at the old ship now faced a terrifying truth. The Relic was not just a relic. It was a sleeping giant, ready to awaken and fight for its legacy. The once silent warship, the Relic, had finally come to life. Deep within its corridors, lights flickered on, revealing the dusty control panels and long-abandoned spaces. The ship's ancient AI hummed with energy as it began to recognize its surroundings and the threat it faced. It analyzed the alien ships circling around it, their strange shapes casting shadows over the Relic's hull. As the alien crew scrambled to regain control, they were filled with confusion and fear. "What is happening?" one alien shouted, trying to make sense of the chaos. The ship's alarms echoed through the air, blaring a warning that sent chills down their spines. They had thought the Relic was a joke, but now it was waking up, and the situation was no laughing matter. The leader of the alien group, still reeling from the sudden attack, shouted commands to his crew. "Get the scanners working! We need to know what's going on inside that ship." He pointed a finger at the Relic, his eyes narrowing. The aliens rushed to their controls, their confidence shaken but not broken. Inside the Relic, the AI processed the incoming data at lightning speed. It activated the ship's defenses and weapon systems, awakening long-dormant technology. The once quiet warship now buzzed with life, its ancient circuits crackling with energy. The AI prepared for battle, knowing it had to protect itself and honor the legacy of the humans who had built it. Suddenly, a loud crash echoed through the ship. An alien boarding party had managed to breach the airlock, their weapons drawn and ready. They stepped into the dark corridor only to be greeted by the flickering lights of the control room. The atmosphere was tense and the air was thick with dust and anticipation. "Split up!" the alien leader ordered, his voice shaky but determined. "Search for any control panels. We need to shut this thing down." The aliens scattered into different hallways, each filled with shadows and silence. They were searching for the heart of the ship, where they could take command. As they moved deeper into the Relic, the AI observed them closely. It watched as the intruders wandered through the dark, unaware of the ship's capabilities. The AI activated the ship's security systems, which had lain dormant for centuries. The walls pulsed with a soft blue light, and traps began to spring to life. In the control room, a series of screens lit up, displaying the aliens' movements. The AI now had full control and was ready to defend its territory. It knew the ship's systems inside and out. With a flick of an imaginary switch, it unleashed a series of energy pulses that shot through the corridors, disabling the aliens' weapons and causing confusion. "What's happening?" one alien screamed as the energy beam knocked his weapon from his hands. The others stumbled backward, their fear growing as the ship began to fight back. The leader felt the shift in power. "We need to regroup," he shouted, realizing their mission was in danger. The aliens raced back toward the entrance, but the AI had anticipated their escape. It sealed the doors, trapping them inside the ship. Back in the control room, the AI displayed a warning message in bright red letters: "Intruders detected. Engaging defense protocols." The aliens watched in horror as the screens showed their location, making it clear that they were no longer in control. "Do something!" the leader yelled, panic in his voice. The aliens tried to break down the doors, but the ship's reinforced structure held strong. The relic had awakened, and it was ready to show its true power. With the aliens trapped and the ship fully online, the relic prepared to launch its counterattack. It scanned the alien ships outside, calculating their weak points and plotting its next move. The AI was not just a program, it was a guardian, ready to protect the legacy of humanity. The sounds of panic filled the air as the aliens realized they had underestimated the relic. The ship roared to life, and for the first time in centuries, it was ready to fight. It had awoken from its slumber, and now it was time for revenge against those who dared to mock it. As the battle loomed, the once mocked warship transformed into a symbol of hope for humanity. The relic was alive, and it would not go down without a fight. Back on Earth, alarms blared in military command centers. The leaders gathered around glowing screens, watching the chaos unfold in the distant galaxy. Reports came in about the relic's awakening and the alien ships surrounding it. The news sent shockwaves through the room. "What do you mean the relic is under attack?" a general shouted, his face pale. He looked at the screens showing the battle, where the old warship was fighting against the alien intruders. "That ship is a symbol of our past. We can't let it fall into enemy hands." The military leaders knew they had to act fast. They quickly assembled a team of the best soldiers, engineers, and pilots. Each of them was brave and ready to face danger. They were excited but also nervous. This mission was not just about saving a ship, it was about protecting humanity's legacy. As the team gathered in the hangar, the commanding officer, Colonel Sarah Jackson, stepped forward. "Listen up, everyone," she called. "We are going to rescue the relic. We must work together as a team. This ship holds our history, and we cannot let it be destroyed. Let's show those aliens what humanity can do." The team cheered, their spirits lifting. They boarded a sleek, advanced shuttle designed for quick travel through space. The shuttle was equipped with the latest technology, including weapons and shields. As the doors sealed shut, the soldiers felt a sense of determination wash over them. "Engines on!" Colonel Jackson ordered. The pilots activated the shuttle, and it roared to life. The team launched into space, racing toward the battlefield. They could see the bright flashes of energy beams and explosions in the distance. The relic was still fighting against the aliens, and the team knew they had to hurry. As they approached, they received an update from the relic's AI. "Welcome, Earth crew. Your assistance is required. The intruders have breached the ship. I have engaged defense protocols, but I need support from outside." Colonel Jackson nodded, feeling a surge of pride. "We're coming, Relic." "Hold on!" she replied. The team prepared for action, loading their weapons and checking their gear. They could see the alien ship swirling around the relic, still trapped inside. "All right, team," the colonel said, her voice steady. "We will create a diversion. This will give the relic time to regain full control. Once we draw their attention, we can attack the alien ships. Let's show them the strength of humanity." As the shuttle entered the battlefield, the soldiers took their positions. They fired warning shots at the nearest alien ship, forcing it to turn and focus on them. The aliens were caught off guard, their attention divided. "Now's our chance!" the colonel shouted. "Let's go!" The team moved quickly, darting between the enemy ships. The relic's AI assisted them, coordinating their attacks. "Target the left side of the alien ship!" it instructed, highlighting a weak point on the screen. The soldiers unleashed a barrage of fire, hitting the alien ship with precision. The alien crew scrambled to respond, but they were already on the defensive. The humans' bravery and skill began to turn the tide. Meanwhile, inside the relic, the AI monitored the battle closely. It had never seen humans in action before, but it was impressed. Their teamwork and determination inspired the ship's systems to work harder. The ship powered up, ready to join the fight. The battle raged on, with explosions lighting up the darkness of space. Alien ships began to retreat, realizing they were outmatched. The humans had come to protect their ship and their legacy, and they were not going to back down. Colonel Jackson felt a rush of adrenaline as they pressed forward. "We're making progress! Keep pushing!" she yelled. The team fought bravely, their hearts filled with hope. They were not just fighting for the relic. They were fighting for humanity itself. As the last alien ship fled, the soldiers cheered in victory. They had defended the relic and shown the aliens that humanity would not be underestimated. The warship stood tall, its honor restored, and the crew aboard knew that they had awakened something powerful. The mission was far from over, but they had proven one thing: when the call for help came, humanity would always respond. The tension in space grew thick as the relic, now fully operational, prepared to face the remaining alien ships. Colonel Sarah Jackson and her team were still in their shuttle, watching the scene unfold from a safe distance. The old warship stood proud, its weapons charged and ready for battle. As the alien forces regrouped, they realized they had underestimated humanity. Their leader, a tall alien with dark green skin, slammed a fist on the control panel. "These humans think they can defeat us?" he snarled. "We will show them our power. Prepare for full attack." The alien ships, once filled with confidence, now moved with urgency. They formed a tight formation, ready to strike back against the Relic. Their weapons glowed ominously, casting eerie shadows across the dark void of space. It was a fierce display of firepower, but they were unaware that the Relic had its own tricks up its sleeve. "Colonel, the Relic is ready." The AI's voice came through the shuttle's communication system. "Initiating battle protocols now. Let's do this," Colonel Jackson replied, determination shining in her eyes. She knew the importance of this moment. The fate of the Relic and its legacy depended on their actions. As the aliens launched their attack, beams of energy shot toward the Relic. But the ship's defenses flared to life, creating a shimmering shield that absorbed the blasts. The Relic moved with surprising speed, dodging and weaving as it prepared to counterattack. Inside the ship, the crew felt a rush of adrenaline. They were no longer just a relic of the past. They were a symbol of humanity's resilience. The AI guided them expertly, relaying commands and strategies. "Target the lead alien ship. Prepare torpedoes!" Colonel Jackson watched as the Relic unleashed a volley of torpedoes. They flew through space, striking the lead alien ship with pinpoint accuracy. The enemy ship exploded in a brilliant flash, scattering debris in all directions. "Direct hit!" someone cheered from the control room. The crew exchanged glances, feeling the weight of victory in the air. But they knew this battle was far from over. More alien ships were still closing in. The alien leader watched in disbelief as his flagship was destroyed. "No! They cannot do this!" he shouted, his anger boiling over. He ordered his remaining ships to charge forward, ready to overwhelm the Relic with sheer numbers. The clash between forces intensified. Energy beams lit up the darkness, creating a chaotic dance of light and sound. The Relic, powered by human ingenuity and determination, fought back fiercely. It moved with purpose, firing its weapons at any ship that approached. The soldiers in the shuttle cheered as they watched the battle unfold. "We can't just sit here," one of the pilots shouted. "We need to help!" Colonel Jackson nodded, her heart racing. "You're right. Let's engage! We'll provide cover for the Relic!" They took control of the shuttle and flew into the thick of the fight. The small ship darted around, firing at alien vessels. The soldiers worked together, each one knowing their role in this high-stakes battle. They fired carefully, aiming to protect the Relic while taking down the enemy. The alien ships, realizing they were now under attack from both sides, faltered. The humans had brought reinforcements, and the tide of battle was shifting. The once confident aliens were now scrambling to defend themselves against the relentless onslaught. Colonel Jackson felt the rush of victory as she saw more alien ships explode. "Keep pushing! We can't let them regroup!" she shouted, her voice filled with determination. The Relic and the shuttle moved in perfect harmony, striking down alien ships one by one. The crew aboard the Relic felt renewed strength, knowing they were no longer alone in the fight. They were part of a united force, ready to protect what was theirs. As the last alien ship fell, the battlefield was filled with silence. The crew of the Relic erupted in cheers, celebrating their hard-fought victory. They had faced the enemy and emerged victorious, proving that humanity's spirit could not be broken. Colonel Jackson's heart swelled with pride. They had defended the Relic and shown the aliens the strength of humanity. But she knew that the battle was only the beginning. The universe was vast, and more challenges awaited them. "Prepare for what comes next," she said, her voice steady. "We must stay alert. This victory is just the start." The crew nodded, ready for whatever lay ahead. They were no longer just humans fighting for survival. They were heroes, united in purpose and ready to face the unknown together. The battlefield was quiet, with the debris of destroyed alien ships floating silently in space. The Relic and the human shuttle hovered together, their crews celebrating a hard-fought victory. Colonel Sarah Jackson felt a surge of pride as she surveyed the scene. They had faced the unknown and emerged victorious, but she knew their journey was far from over. As the crew of the Relic cheered, the AI spoke up. "Colonel Jackson, we have detected signals from the remaining alien fleet. They are requesting a meeting. They wish to discuss terms." The colonel raised an eyebrow. Terms? After what they did? She knew the aliens had underestimated humanity, but she also understood the importance of dialogue. "Very well. Let's hear what they have to say. Prepare for communication." The crew took positions at their consoles, eager to see what the aliens had in mind. The screen flickered, and the image of the alien leader appeared. His green skin looked bruised, and his eyes flashed with anger and defeat. "You humans have proven to be a challenge," the alien leader said, his voice filled with bitterness. "We did not expect such resistance. But now we seek to end this conflict. We propose a ceasefire and discussions for peace." Colonel Jackson listened carefully. "You attacked us first. You mocked our ship, and you underestimated us. Why should we trust you?" she replied, her voice firm. The alien leader sighed, realizing he had no choice. "Because we understand now that your species is not to be taken lightly. We have lost many ships and many lives. We no longer wish to continue this pointless war." The room fell silent as the crew absorbed his words. They had fought bravely, but this was a chance to end the conflict. "What do you propose?" Colonel Jackson asked.